I had just boarded the bus when suddenly some criminals stopped it and forced their way inside. In the next moment, I felt the sharp point of an object pressed against my stomach. A man whispered in a low voice, "If you want to save your life, don't say a single word." They began searching each passenger, one by one, and soon became suspicious of the man sitting next to me. They ordered me to lift his head. In desperation, I lied and said he was my boyfriend and that he had a highly contagious and dangerous disease. They didn't believe me at first. But when one of them pulled back his collar, he saw red rashes spread across his neck and chest. Terrified, they immediately backed away and fled the bus with the others. Once the danger passed, the man asked softly, "What did you do to me?" I explained that I had only used allergy powder. But then he suddenly fainted. When the bus reached the station, I wanted to leave quickly. But the driver didn't want any trouble and insisted I take the man with me. Leaving a helpless stranger behind wasn't something I could do. So I took him with me in a rickshaw. Actually, it was my first day in the city. Before this, I worked as a doctor in a village. I was earning money to support my boyfriend's studies. We had promised that once he finished his education, I would move to the city to be with him. But the city was completely unfamiliar to me. Out of necessity, I took the stranger to my boyfriend's apartment. I knocked on the door happily, but as soon as it opened, he nervously tried to push me away. Then, another woman came out and introduced herself as his wife. In that moment, I realized he had married the factory owner's daughter for a better future. When I asked him to return the money I had spent on his studies for years, he got annoyed and threw a bundle of cash at me before slamming the door. I sat on the ground and cried for a long time. Suddenly, the stranger regained consciousness. I quickly wiped my tears and told him to leave. But he suddenly pulled me into his arms. That's when I noticed a serious wound near his waist. A few moments later, he fainted again.